Wofford Theater. My name is Denise Rezsonya, and today is our very first episode of the Be the Light show. I've had a few questions over the last few months while we've been working on this show, so I thought I'd just address some of those right up front here. For one thing, what we're hoping to do with this show is to encourage, engage, and to educate our youth in the community and elsewhere, as well as their families. And we'll be doing that in a variety of types of segments. Today we're going to be doing what I call my Be the Light Award winners, and we're also going to be discussing a scholarship opportunity. We'll have some what we call hard hitters, where we'll get into some more deeper and difficult topics affecting today's teens and their families. And we'll also do some things that'll be just for fun. So I hope that you'll tune in each week and that you enjoy this show. If you have ideas on what you would like to see us cover, please let me know, and we'll do our best to incorporate it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started for today. We have George Kristo here with us today. He is and I'm probably going to chop this up, so forgive me, the Executive Director of the Hamilton County Council on Alcohol and Drugs.
You got it.
I did get it.
You got an A.
Go me. Okay, so thank you so much for being here with us today, George. We really appreciate it. And we are going to be talking about the Youth Service Awards Scholarship.
Yes.
So what is that?
Okay. First of all, I had an agency, the Hamilton County Council on Alcohol and Other Drugs. We're actually a funding arm. We have X dollars, and we promote and give grants in areas of prevention and education, treatment and intervention, and judicial and law enforcement.
Okay.
And we have so much money each year that we allocate to those areas. One of the things that we do is give away a youth service award every year. It's a project between the Hamilton County Commissioners, the Hamilton County Schools, and the Hamilton County Council on Alcohol and Other Drugs.
Okay.
And most likely in early March, I will send a packet to every public high school in Hamilton County.
Okay.
This is a program or a scholarship where the student has to take the initiative to fill out.
Okay.
And what happens is there's an application. The high school, that sends them flyers to hand out. And anyone who wants to apply for the scholarship fills out the application, gives it to the school counselors in that school. It's the school's responsibility to send me one winner. So when I'm done, when they're done, we have 7 applications.
Okay.
I then have a committee of my board that gets together, and we review them all, and we pick one for a $1,000 scholarship.
Okay. And this is public schools only then?
Public schools only.
Okay.
And what we do is that we will have the commissioners then are notified, and we'll, between the commissioners, myself, and the schools, we pick a date. And usually it's the last or the 4th Monday in April or the 2nd Monday in May, one of those 2 dates. Okay. And we'll have a awards mini banquet, you might be able to say, at the Judicial Center.
Okay, cool.
It starts usually about 4:15 when the commissioners are done, and we invite the persons who represent each school. We invite the community. Anybody can come. Family members can come, and then the commissioners then award each person on a plaque for being their school representative. And then we have one out of that group that wins the $1,000 scholarship.
Okay.
After that, we have a little buffet. We serve food, and so that gives the opportunity for persons to meet these students, talk to them, see what they've done, question them, and so forth.
So what is qualifying then?
Okay, 2 things you might be able to say. One is they have to be alcohol and drug free. That's a real big, because that's what our agency does.
Right.
That's what all our funding goes for in those areas. And secondly, we have how much community service have they done?
Excellent. Okay.
We're highly interested in things they do in the community, in their churches, and so forth.
Excellent.
That's what we're looking at. That's usually in the application. Naturally, we receive a lot of other information with that, their grades and so forth. But those are the 2 things that we're looking for.
Okay. So students, seniors that are interested in applying for this, what should they do?
In March, go to your school counselor area, and they will have the application. Okay. I usually send 3 or 4 flyers to every school, high school in the county, and they put them up.
Okay, great.
And that's how it's run. And also, it's nice to receive a plaque. However, for the next 2 months after that, run around the county, hustling, so forth, and usually I'll get 5 or 6 people who will donate some money. Whatever I have on August the 1st, I divide by 6, and everybody gets some money also.
Excellent.
And last year, the students that did not win the $1,000 won $260 each.
Okay.
So at least I think that pays for the books for the first semester.
It all helps. You seniors out there, make sure you're paying attention to this, and parents, listen for this, because this is great information. So how many years has this award been in existence?
I have been in position 20 years, and I think it happened 2 years before that. So this would be the 23rd
Okay,
23rd year that we've given out the $1,000 scholarship.
Well, excellent. What a benefit to our students.
Yes.
So any other information that you think the students should know, or the parents?
No, not at this point. Just
Okay.
remember, it's in March. Usually, and I've had a lot of people call me, starting in January, and I don't send it to them. This is strictly a school project at that level,
Okay, makes sense.
and then once they're done, it comes to me and then on to the commissioners.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for this opportunity for them and
Sure.
for coming and telling us about it. And really, this leads us right into our next segue that we're going to talk about after break, which is doing community service and some opportunities for young people here in our area and hopefully beyond our borders. So that's a lot of what we're going to cover this year, even here on the Be the Light show. Once a month we'll be discussing that. And we actually still have a little time to kill. Anybody got any questions back there in the... No? No more scholarship questions? Okay. We didn't talk enough, George.
Yes, well, that's never been my problem.
You got anything else you want to share with us?
Like I said, I work with the schools, and most of our schools in Hamilton County have a SAD program, or a lot of them do, Students Against Destructive Decisions, and we help fund all of that. If they need to go to seminars, they're funding to cover that. And once a year in April, they're like the last Friday in April, I think, they have what they call a SAD celebration day out of our 4-H fairgrounds.
Okay.
And we'll have 400 or 500 kids out there. And I think it's all central Indiana. I think they break it into 3 areas in the state, the southern part, the northern part, and then central Indiana. For central Indiana, they hold it here in Nobles at the fairgrounds.
Okay.
And they're there for the entire day. There's food for them.
So big celebration.
Yes.
Awesome.
And that's something that we work with, and it's an opportunity for kids to get more involved
Fantastic.
in our areas.
Great. Well, I 100% support that, and I'm excited. Anything we can do to help our young people succeed, so I think
Yes.
that's awesome. And I think we're about ready to go to break now. So
Thank you very much for having me.
thank you for being here. And when we come back, we'll have 2 special guests for you.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage: Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Everyone knows it's easy to find first-run movies in the big theaters. But where can you go to watch your favorite classic movies on the big screen for the perfect night out? Why rent a flick when you can rent the entire theater? Call today to reserve our 32-seat theater for your next event, or just stop by to see what's showing this weekend. The 14 by 7 foot screen and the high quality digital surround sound system offers all the amenities you would expect from the big theaters, with a laid back atmosphere and comfortable seating of your own home. Wofford Theater at 1744 South 10th Street in Noblesville gives you the classic movies you want with a big theater experience.
I do want to make it a point, too, this beautiful logo that you're seeing back there behind Shelby's head was designed by 8th grade student Samantha Schertzer over at Noblesville West Middle School, and she did an absolutely phenomenal job on it, so I just wanted to take a chance to recognize her and her awesome work. And now let me introduce our first Be the Light Award winners. From Noblesville Middle School, we have Michelle Rezsonya, and from Noblesville High School, we have Shelby Deakyne. And so I am very, very, very excited about this segment of the show. I don't even know where to begin with my excitement, so I'll just get right to it. Okay, so what a Be the Light Award winner is someone who is out in the community, who is a young person who is making a difference. They must be middle school or high school age. They do not have to attend public school. They can attend any school, but they must be out somehow making a difference in their community. And so if you happen to know one who is middle school age or high school age, please just send me their information. All my contact information will be up on the screen, and you can just send that to me, and I will happily take a look and see what they've got and hopefully get them here on the show so we can recognize their awesomeness. So, okay, normally students or young people won't necessarily know who nominated them. This time we know who nominated them. I did. I nominated both of them. And let me start with Shelby. Last year, my daughter, Michelle, was in the snow choir production over at the high school. And while I was sitting in the audience, I saw this stunning young woman come onto stage dressed as Queen Elsa. No idea who she was. I just knew that this incredible light was emanating from this young lady. And I was just wowed that here in high school, that she would come take her time on the weekend and devote it to being there. Because quite frankly, in high school, I was a lot more selfish than that, and I don't think I would have spent my weekend devoting it the way that Shelby did. And I was so touched by that. And it wasn't just what I saw on the stage that impressed me with Shelby. It was afterwards, which is the picture that was just up on the screen. Shelby went out in the hallway and was taking pictures with all of the young girls out there because not only was she on the stage participating in this, she was Queen Elsa of, and I don't know exactly how you say it, Arendelle. If I chopped that, sorry, but
pretty close.
She was Queen Elsa, and she was magnificent, and it was an absolutely moving performance. The kids were astounded and definitely truly believed that Queen Elsa flew in, or however she got there for this performance. So, did you have a lot of fun doing that?
It was a blast. I mean, it was kind of an unexpected thing. It just kind of happened. They were like, do you want to be Elsa today? And I was like, sure, I'd love to. And the whole day I just walked around and pretended I was Elsa and talked to the little girls as if I was the real girl. And a lot of them believed me, and they were like, why aren't you in Disney World? And I was like, oh, I just came to visit you guys today. And they're like, that's so cool. And it was just really great. And like the smiles on the girls' faces just... It was so worth it. It was awesome.
Well, and that's exactly it. It brought a lot of joy to a lot of young children that day. It was so awesome. And like I said, the fact that you're, as a high schooler, willing to take your time to do this for all of these kids was so awesome. And I certainly give accolades to all of the high schoolers who were there helping. Yeah. But your performance in particular as Elsa was just amazing. And I saw just sheer joy in everyone's face that had the opportunity to see that. So, Shelby and I have had the opportunity to talk a little bit outside of here, and you've had some pretty cool opportunities here lately. You were at Camp Tecumseh this summer.
I was. I went to Camp Tecumseh for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I was a camper in leadership training. So basically what you do for 2 weeks is you have awesome counselors, which, yes, my counselors are amazing, but they basically teach you leadership roles and how to be a leader and to teach these kids different things. And so what we did was, like, each week we had an adopted cabin, and it was younger kids that you got to basically go around and do activities with the entire week, and you just getting to know the kids. It was so great and so much fun to see how the kids interacted with you, like, depending on the different ages, and it was just a really cool experience.
Now, you attended Camp Tecumseh when you were younger, correct?
Yeah, I went to camp for 5 years. This was my 6th year going, so yeah, it was really fun to go
And
back.
so you recommend more teenagers think about maybe this kind of opportunity?
Yeah, I went in 4th grade actually on a field trip with my school, and I didn't really know what it was about, and then I was like, well, I want to go and try it out, and I loved it. It's sounds like something dumb, like, oh, you go to camp, but Camp Tecumseh is just such a different place. Like, you're accepted by everyone. There's the I'm third motto, like, God first, others second, and then I'm third, and that's what you learn to live by while you're at camp, and then how to bring that back.
Don't they do like a daily devotional or something?
Yeah, every night we do devotions,
Okay.
and
Cool.
it's really great.
Well, awesome. That sounds like an absolute blast. So you also play the guitar.
I do. I'm slowly learning how to play the guitar. It's coming
Yeah.
along pretty well.
We know you sing.
I do sing.
You enjoy show choir.
Love show choir. Show choir is my life. It's okay. I'll admit to it.
And I noticed that, kind of peeking around to see what you got going on, you're a senior rep this year for a modeling
I
agency.
am.
That's
I am.
pretty cool.
I am a senior rep for Matthew Doubt Photography.
Matthew
So
Doubt Photography. Okay.
yes, it's one of my
Awesome.
best friends. Her stepdad runs the little thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really fun. I get to hang out with some cool people and
So
take
what
some
does that
awesome
entail,
pictures.
being a senior rep? I mean,
Well, obviously we get our pictures taken. I mean, it's who I chose to get my senior pictures done by.
okay.
And so we'll have our like solo shoots where we go off and it's just us and you just get your senior pictures. It's just kind of all about you. It's super fun. But then when you're a rep, you like post the pictures and you say like, hey, go to get your pictures done by Matthew Doubt
Okay.
because he's awesome. And
Cool.
yeah, it's really fun.
It looked like you guys are having an absolute blast.
Yeah.
The ones that I've seen.
Yeah.
And for those of you who haven't heard the big news, you just landed a role in
Godspell.
Godspell.
At Noblesville High School, yes. It's very exciting. It's going to be a crazy couple months getting it all together, but it should be super fun. I'm
So-
really excited.
When is that show?
I'm pretty sure it's November 19th, 20th, and 21st.
Okay, cool.
So-
Well, we'll have to check that out. I've certainly not
Definitely.
seen Godspell. So.
Yeah, it's different, but it's very fun and very exciting and upbeat. So
Awesome.
should be super exciting.
Well, that sounds like a perfect fit for you, Shelby, because that's exactly
you.
how I would describe you. So we don't have a whole lot of time left in this segment, but do you have any future plans you want to share with us? You know, you are a senior this year.
I am a
and-
senior. Oh gosh, it's crazy. Well, I'm still looking at colleges. I definitely do want to go to college. Not sure what for or where, but Miami of Ohio is definitely one of my top choices right now.
Miami of Ohio.
Yes.
I've never even heard
It's
of
in
it.
Oxford, Ohio. It's a beautiful campus, and it's a really great school. We went there on a visit. There's just lots of opportunities there. And
Okay, now how many hours away is that?
It's only 2 hours,
Oh,
okay? I was like, I'm going to go to Boston University. Like, I'm getting out of Indiana. But my mom was like, how about you try here? And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll look there. And, of course, I, like, love it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's awesome. I went what, maybe 4 hours away my first getaway, and I was very homesick. So
Yeah.
I think 2 is good. It gives you enough to have some independence, but not so far that you can't come home when you want to.
yeah.
So cool. Good deal. Well, we are going to take a break here in just a moment, and then when we come back, we will see if we can get Michelle to do some talking for us. Shelby, it's been so awesome talking with you, and continue to hang out because we're going to see if we have some time left at the end to chat a little more.
All right. Sounds great.
Cool. Thank
so
you.
excited.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Everyone knows it's easy to find first-run movies in the big theaters. But where can you go to watch your favorite classic movies on the big screen for the perfect night out? Why rent a flick when you can rent the entire theater? Call today to reserve our 32-seat theater for your next event, or just stop by to see what's showing this weekend. The 14 by 7 foot screen and the high quality digital surround sound system offers all the amenities you would expect from the big theaters with a laid back atmosphere and comfortable seating of your own home. Wofford Theater at 1744 South 10th Street in Noblesville gives you the classic movies you want with a big theater experience.
Welcome back, and now I'd like to introduce all of you to Michelle Rezsonya, who is a 7th grader over at Noblesville West Middle School. And yes, we do have the same last name. Michelle is my daughter, and I am very proud to nominate my own child for this award. And the reason that I have chosen to nominate Michelle is because Michelle has been serving in the local community since she was 4 years old. And together, she and I started a group called Kids Who Care when she was 4, which she actually named. And so I'm going to have her just tell you a little bit about that. We've gone out and done quite a few service projects here locally over the years, and I think Michelle would concur with me that we really want to encourage young people to really get involved in their community and to serve. I mean, you saw, like in Shelby's situation, you can serve and have fun. It doesn't have to be hard work. You can actually love serving, so I hope that you'll all get involved. So Michelle, what's some of what you did with Kids Who Care?
Well, when we did Kids Who Care, we started at the church, and we pretty much just picked projects that would be kind of fun to do but still have meaning in the community.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to Dayspring and we did an Easter egg hunt.
What's Dayspring?
Dayspring's just a place for people that don't necessarily have a permanent home,
Mm-hmm.
but they could stay there.
Right.
But we had an Easter egg hunt where people in Kids Who Care, we put the eggs in the yard, and all the kids, they went out in the yard and they found all the eggs, and they really liked it.
Mm-hmm. It was an absolute blast.
Yeah. Also at Dayspring, we had where we donated Halloween costumes,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody that had not had a Halloween costume, they got to pick one, and they really liked that.
Yeah. And that is a good point. The people who are staying in shelters like that tend to not have the funds to purchase costumes. So if you have hand-me-down Halloween costumes and stuff like that, they tend to really appreciate those types of items. That's a great point. What other kinds of projects did you do?
We did Project Linus, and
Mm-hmm.
that's where you make tie blankets. And we just got like a lot of material, and we made a bunch of blankets for them.
Okay, and who did those blankets go to? Foster care?
Foster.
Yeah, they went to the kids in the foster care system, that's what the picture is that was up on the screen just a moment ago. From many, many years ago. I think Michelle was in about 3rd grade when we did that project. Anything else? Any other projects that stand out in your mind?
We also did a car wash to help raise money for families that lost
Of children, that's right. That's right, we did. And that was a big success and a lot of fun. The kids had a great time with that. What do you think was the favorite part of doing a car wash?
Probably getting to wash the fire truck.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a police cruiser that came through, right? Yeah.
Camper.
And a camper, yes. For everyone who knows, my family knows that we camp, and so the final car that came through was our camper, which the kids thought was an absolute blast. And that was a good time. That was a good fundraiser. What else? Anything else with Kids Who Care?
We did food drives for our food pantry,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a lot of fun sorting all the food on the shelves.
And do you have any favorite projects from over the years?
I really like the firefighter spaghetti dinner.
The chili dinner, yeah.
Chili dinner.
That's a good time if you ever want to make your local fire or police officers' day. Just bring them over some food because they don't necessarily expect it, and they certainly appreciate hearing words of appreciation, because if you think about it, when they're out there in the community doing everything they do for us, typically by the time they get around to seeing people, they're not quite so happy to see them. So it's really nice for them to get some appreciation. So yeah, we've had a good time with some of that. Fed a whole lot of people. So I also understand that you had an idea at the middle school for a club you wanted to start that the middle school didn't have, and what was that?
An art club.
Okay. And how did you go about starting that?
We talked to the principal about how to start a club and what we needed to do to get it started.
Mm-hmm.
And so we gave her the details and stuff that we wanted to do, and pretty much just got it started.
Okay. And so, has that been successful then?
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe that's something that for other young people watching, if your school doesn't offer something and you want to have it like that, like an after-school art club or whatever your interest is, try suggesting it. You don't know. You know, it's really not as complicated as you might think it could be to start something like that. It just sometimes takes one person stepping up and saying, hey, let's do this. So that's really awesome. I applaud both of you so much for all of the just great things that you're doing and for the fact that you're putting others first in your lives. And I just think it's really awesome. You're truly the light here in our community. And each month when we do these awards, there will be an actual award given. This one came out of my income, so it's not quite a big trophy or a plaque, which I apologize for, but when I got to thinking about it, I thought the girls might like something else a little better. So you do have a handy dandy certificate that I made you, but there's also a little something in there for you. And I do want to make it a point to say that Chick-fil-A here in Noblesville has been a huge supporter of this show, and they will be helping us out with some awards in the future. And certainly if anybody watching this works for an organization that would like to help us recognize young people making a difference here in Hamilton County, they are welcome to contact us. And again, if you know of a high school or middle school age person who is making a difference, they do need to be here locally for the award. So if you can please just get me that information, I would really love to be able to recognize them, and hopefully we can encourage more people to just go out there and make a difference, because I think not only is it a great thing for our community, but it's a great thing for you. I mean, it feels good to help other people, and so we certainly just think that's awesome, and we applaud what you're both doing and say, keep it up.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. It's been such a pleasure. Do either of you have anything you want to add before we wrap up our time together today? Any words of wisdom? Nothing?
Be third. Hey, that's the Camp Tecumseh motto. It's something I try to live by. So God first, others second, I'm third. And that's just something that I try and carry through life with me, through situations when it gets harder. But it's something I think everyone should try and live by. It's a really good,
Awesome words of wisdom. I love it. Be third. One other thing I do want to mention is that for those of you who know or maybe don't know, I am an author, excuse me, and currently my Be the Light Volume 1 devotion for teens and tweens is available, on Amazon for a free download in celebration of the start of our show. So I hope that you will jump on Amazon and take a look at it and download it while it's free, and encourage others to do so. And I do want to thank one person real quick before we wrap up who doesn't often get mentioned, but her name is Wendy Simpson Bowman. Wendy is actually my editor, my godmother, and my friend. And if it weren't for Wendy, I wouldn't have the Be the Light series books. So I'm very thankful to her, and her son is who Volume 1 was dedicated to in his loving memory. So I hope that you'll check it out, and I hope that you'll tune in to watch our show next week when we have Rick Towell, Darlene Patterson, talking about the outdoor education facility here in Noblesville. Thank you.